So I've talked about, in some of my other videos, like I have a video that says bad placements in a birth chart, and I kind of touched on it, there. But having Mars in conjunction or sextile or to a trine with your Sun in the birth chart is not a good placement because that makes you a very violent person. I do think that with that placement, you do have kind of a presence, and like when you walk into a room, people notice you, and this is one of the most violent aspects that you can have in a birth chart. You get right to the point, and you go what you want after what you want, and you make things happen. Other people call you impatient, and so that's not a good thing. You get whatever you want when you want it. And this is definitely something where you like to compete. You like to win. You definitely have an interest in sports and games. And of course, as I've said before, you are not one to be messed around with. Sometimes you can be a bully. Sometimes you are looking for a fight. You're getting all angry and hot in your panties. And sometimes you cause trouble at every turn. You're a very daring person, and this is also obviously a placement of somebody that's insecure. You have power, and you think that you need to, prove who you are. If you have your Sun with your Mars in your birth chart, definitely this is some that could make a good, business. Like you could be the CEO, and you respond to problems or challenges with a confidence, and that is a good thing. You are very competitive, and usually other people like it as long as it's not coming onto them, and you are feeling like you are just pushing people away. You do have a good energy level, and sports or games are one of the things that are very interested in, and you do have a personality, but you kind of almost get a thrill out of something that where you are, almost kind of breaking the rules, and it is hard for you to control, your urges and everything. You are brave, and I think that this is a good thing this is a good placement, like if you want to run a company. That's one good thing about the aspect of Mars with your Sun in your birth chart. But yeah, I mean, I've made a video before about bad placements in a birth chart, and I would know because my mother has that one. So Mars is the planet of violence, and it's ruled by the god Aries, and Aries is the god of war. So if you have such a hot, violent temper on your Sun in your birth chart, then having Mars anywhere near your Sun is a violent temper.